Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we have some very important news to talk about on Bitcoin because, as you guys probably remember, hopefully you do, Bitcoin rallied to about $12,500 yesterday, and we were hoping that Bitcoin was going to rally straight to $13,700. While in yesterday's video, I did say that there was a chance we'd pull back to around $12,000, it looks like that is exactly what has happened, because right now, if you take a look at your chart at the time of recording this anyway, Bitcoin is trading at $11,950, and you might be wondering, Jeb, if Bitcoin is breaking to $13,700, Bitcoin pulling back certainly seems like it's moving in the wrong direction. So what gives, Jeb? Good question. I'll tell you what gives. Bitcoin can be a little bit difficult sometimes, and the fact of the matter is Bitcoin just didn't break all the way up to $13,700. We said it was a possibility that it wouldn't do that, and that's what's happened, but I want to make something very clear in this video, and that is that while Bitcoin has pulled back to around $12,000, this might actually end up being a very good thing for Bitcoin. We're going to be discussing that in today's video because I actually see what we're doing right now as an amazing opportunity, and I'm going to be breaking down exactly what that opportunity is in today's video. I think you guys are going to get a lot of great value out of today's video. If you do, as always, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel when you do that. Before we get started, I want to thank you guys for 1,500 likes and 17,000 views yesterday. These numbers are just insane, so thank you guys. We also just passed 52,000 subscribers. Before we get started, I also want to mention the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. As you guys know, CT2A is on sale right now. If you use the coupon code August2020 at checkout, you're going to get $40 off on the academy that has had several thousand students go through it and that are always learning things about the market so that they can apply them to their trading, their technical analysis, and thereby profit from working in cryptocurrency markets, guys. A massive bull market is coming, and you don't want to miss it because you don't understand how to read charts. It is very important that you invest in your education, and you can do so with the link in the description down below. By the way, Island Steve messaged me on Discord yesterday and said, your class has already paid for itself. Thank you. And he sent me a screenshot of a position over on Bybit where he's already made $700 in one trade because of what he learned from CT2A. More on that at the end of the video, but for now, though, guys, without much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. You know, I'm starting to have a little bit of a competition. I'm starting to have a little bit of a competition with myself on how good of a dive right on into I can do, because I didn't really intend for that to become my, slogan, but it's become my slogan. So I guess I need to practice and get good at it, because I had no idea that I'd be one of those people that had a regular intro and outro, but we do, and I kind of love it. So tell me if that was a good one in the comments. I think that was a pretty good dive right on into. Anyway, we're way off track. Let's jump onto the chart. This little fella right here. As you guys can see, yesterday, Bitcoin did rally up to around $12,500, and we were most certainly hoping that that would be the proper breakout of our consolidation pattern here, and that Bitcoin would be rallying to the upside. So again, why did Bitcoin just pull back $600? Good question. I'll tell you why. It's because Bitcoin didn't have enough volume. If we look at our volume candlesticks, we can see that while the 4-hourly candlestick was pretty large, as we talked about in yesterday's video, this volume candlestick down here was most certainly underwhelming. At the end of the day, a rally has to have enough people on the bandwagon to actually work, and we just didn't get enough. It just happens sometimes. It's not the end of the world. Doesn't mean anything terrible is going to happen to Bitcoin, but the fact of the matter is the breakout did not follow through. We've seen this happen plenty of times, and this is no different. However, the reason why I think this is such a good thing, even while Bitcoin is dropping as I'm saying this, the further it drops, the better this is, because what we've just seen is crucial on this market. Bitcoin has set a higher high. This was our previous high at $12,100, and then we had one here at $12,075, but now our current high is $12,500. We are making progress. Not only that, we have broken our downtrending level of resistance, and we have broken through and put a massive chink in the armor of the resistance that we have at $11,700 and at $12,100 respectively. We have crushed it, which means that Bitcoin is going to pull back now. Might pull back for a couple of days. Very well may pull back to this uptrending level of support here around $11,500 to $11,600 over the next 3 days. But from there, Bitcoin will more than likely bounce. There's a chance that Bitcoin breaks to the downside and we just end the rally. I don't really think that's going to happen, but it's possible. But more than likely, Bitcoin is going to bounce there, and because we've already put a chink in the armor at $12,100, Bitcoin is going to more than likely rally from there up to $13,700. So why is Bitcoin pulling back right now a good thing? Jeb, are you crazy? Did you go to clown college? No, I did not go to clown college. I dropped out of college, actually, for this YouTube channel. The reason why I'm saying this pullback is a good thing is because it's an opportunity. Most people don't realize this. More millionaires are made during economic downturns than in any other period in time. You know how many people made their millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions, billions of dollars during the 2008 financial crisis? You know how many millionaires are being made right now? And you might be wondering, Jeb, this is the worst economic landscape that we've ever seen in the history of the country. What are you talking about? People are being made into millionaires. I'm talking about opportunity. Look, everybody has this false perception sold to them by the media that the world is going to end. Everybody thought that in 2001. Everybody thought that in 2008. Everybody thought that in 2012. And now everybody thinks it with Corona. The world is not coming to an end. And by the way, if the world does come to an end, your money is going to be pretty useless anyway. So why not buy the dips? Many people bought the stock market when it was at that massive low. Many people bought Bitcoin when it was at that massive low. And guess what? Those people are worth over 100% more now than they were when they made that purchase because everything's up over 100%, including stocks. So how does this all tie back into Bitcoin? Well, pretty simply, guys, Bitcoin pulling back is not the end of the world. And what that means is that we can get cheaper Bitcoin because I don't know about you, you might have been, but I wasn't planning on selling my Bitcoin anytime soon. In fact, I was looking at the market yesterday, I'm like, dang, I wish I had have had as much cash on hand 4 months ago at the massive bottom that I do now, and I would have bought even more Bitcoin. I already have a few coins. I wish I had like 20 of them. So when Bitcoin pulls back 5 or 10%, what that means is I can buy 5 or 10% more Bitcoin. I'm down because I was about to buy like another 2 coins. Bitcoin pulling back here is a great opportunity, and I'll make it very crystal clear why in case I haven't made it obvious. 1, Bitcoin has broken the resistance and put a massive chink in the armor, meaning that when we rally back up here the next time, it's going to be far easier for us to go to 13.7. We've made a lot of progress with the break that we've had. Actually, there's 3 reasons. Number 2, Bitcoin is pulling back, and that is going to weed out the weak hands that don't understand the concept that the world is not ending and the bull market is not over, and that means that we're going to have a stronger foundation. We're locking in gains, we're building VPVR support, we're resetting RSI. Fantastic news. And number 3, obviously, we get to buy more Bitcoin at a cheaper price. And also some of these altcoins, by the way. I bought a bunch of Ethereum down like $140. It's up like 300% right now, and I want more Ethereum. So I'm going to be buying more Ethereum because it's pulling back also. I want you guys looking through the lens of opportunity, not through the lens of, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? The sky is falling. I'm going to lose all my Bitcoin. Guys, Bitcoin has been through really bad times. It's pulled back all the way to $3,000 from 20K. Pulled back 85% from all-time high. But guess what it does now? It rallies almost all the way back to all-time high. Bitcoin's only about 60% of the way back to all-time high, but you look at the VPVR resistance in between 3,000 and 20,000, and you realize we're actually like 95% of the way back there based on resistance that is yet to be broken. So what does all this mean for Bitcoin? Let me give you some trading tips here. Bitcoin has broken our resistance. For the 4th time, we put a big chink in this armor. And what that means is that Bitcoin is likely going to break it in the future again. This pullback is coming back and testing $11,800, which was our major support level. You can see it drawn here from yesterday's video. It actually needs to be just a little bit lower. I think I moved that. But guess exactly where Bitcoin came down to test. Look at this candlestick. Zoom in on that. Look at exactly where the bottom of this candlestick pulled back to. Exactly $11,800. Why did it do that? Well, guys, a simple understanding of technical analysis will tell you $11,800 is the area that Bitcoin double topped at 2.5 years ago back in February of 2018. $11,800 is an important and pivotal level of resistance because of the chart history. Technical analysis would have given you that knowledge. And guess what Bitcoin is doing? We're no longer testing it as resistance, as you can see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 candlesticks rejecting on 11.8, but now we're testing it as support. This is a major win for Bitcoin because Bitcoin has broken the resistance. Sometimes it's very easy to look at the 20% of things that are bad in the market and ignore the 80% that are good. There's nothing wrong with being cautious. There's nothing wrong with being a little bit skeptical. There's nothing wrong with being paranoid. There's nothing wrong with being a little bit pessimistic. But there is something wrong in blinding your optimism and blinding the truth in spite and because of that pessimism. And the fact of the matter is here, yes, Bitcoin's pulled back 5%, but we've also just rallied 40%. So make sure you're tempering your mentality about the space so that you don't get it twisted, because it's very easy to convince yourself and trick yourself into going into the wrong trade with the wrong mindset. If you have a bear market mindset in a bull market, you are going to be making bear market trades in a bull market, and you're going to be getting wrecked. We're in a bull market. Have faith in the process. Have confidence in the technicals. Have trust in the fundamentals. It's very important. Anyway, guys, That's enough of my rant for this video. Not a whole lot of technical analysis, but to be quite honest with you, there's not a lot of technical analysis that's needed. As I've talked about in previous videos, it's mindset over TA. Mindset is so very important because technical analysis is the tool, and you want the best tool you can get your hands on. And the quality of that tool has to do with your education about technical analysis, but the mindset of how you wield that tool is equally, and I would say superiorly important to the quality of the tool. You can have the fastest race car on the entire planet, the most premium tool. I don't know, you got like a tricked out Lamborghini Aventador SVJ with a turbo on. I don't know, you just have a really fast car, right? It's just super fast, handles great, great tires. But you put me in the driver's seat of that and try and spin me around the Nürburgring, I'm going to probably crash the car because I don't have the mindset, or in that case, the experience, to wield that tool. Doesn't matter how good your tool is, if you don't know how to use it, it's going to be useless. So make sure you're understanding technical analysis, because it is absolutely vital that you have strong technical analysis, because even a race car driver is not going to win a race with my Ford Explorer Sport Track 2004 truck that's probably worth $3,000. But I'm also not going to win a race with an absolutely stellar car because I don't have the right experience and mindset. Hopefully that makes sense. Anyway, guys, speaking of that, technical analysis is, like I said, a very important tool, and that is what CT2A, our program here, is designed to teach. Guys, we have a couple thousand students in the academy now, and they are going through courses every single day. In CT2A, you're going to get access to 36 videos and over 12 hours of high-quality, well-edited, well-structured, well-researched content based on my 3 years of experience working in these markets every single day. Not only that, you're going to be joining an academy that's been vetted by over 2,000 other students and that have quality checked it, because they have a full 14-day money-back refund guarantee. And if they decided that it was not a good product, they would use that refund more often. They very rarely do. We've sold a few hundred courses this month. You know how many people have refunded the program? One person. That tells you something. Full 14-day money-back refund guarantee. You will get all of your money back the second you ask for it. So why don't more people do that? It's because it's a good product, and because it's helped them, and it's because it helps them. Excuse me. I cannot talk today. I need more coffee. That's what it is. I'm just going to go ahead and drink some of my Boss Lady coffee from my Boss Lady nameplate. This is a dumb running gag. This is really stupid. Completely off topic here, by the way. For anyone a lot of you guys probably don't know the backstory on why I have a mug that says Boss Lady on it. I rent a house, and the house I rent from, the lady that actually owns the house left all of her coffee mugs in the house, and one of them says Boss Lady, and I just started drinking out of it because I'm like, this is actually a really nice quality cup. I never really paid attention to what it said on it, but then I showed it on camera one time, and everybody commented about it, and now it's a running gag. So my nameplate that'll be going on my desk in our office that we move into in 2 weeks says Boss Lady on it. Anyway, guys, one thing that I wanted to mention before I got sidetracked was Island Steve, who messaged me yesterday. He messaged me yesterday telling me that CT2A had already paid for itself back again because he went over to Bybit and made a 20x leverage trade and made $600 in one trade because of what he learned from the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. That's why CT2A is so valuable, because with one trade, you can make all the money back. I'm literally basically giving away free content. If you go through the academy, you're going to learn how to do what he did and make $600 in one trade. You just have to put the work in. I can't hand it to you. You got to put some work in. This is not a silver bullet, but it is the way to learn. So if you're interested, the link is in the description down below. You can use the coupon code August2020 at checkout, and we would be very appreciative if you join, because that is how all of the business that we are doing in the background that is helping to bring you guys higher quality content is getting done, and I'm really absolutely very excited about that, guys. You're going to start seeing a lot of that pretty soon, because in 2 weeks from today, we move into our new office, and my house is full of boxes. There are so many boxes of things that are going to be going into this office. It's a little bit nuts. Just a little bit nuts. My house is full of boxes. I still have to go buy a couch. Anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it, and like I said, you guys are going to start seeing a lot of that real soon. But guys, with that said, I do have to go because I have to work on some more stuff for the company. But before I go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys